What is going on, YouTube? My name is Carlin, and today I'm on my Restoration Shaman. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a guide on how to play Restoration Shaman. Now, it's actually pretty simple. There's only a few abilities that you kind of have to um, manage, and one of them's a passive, so it's pretty damn easy to keep track of it. You got two charges of it, and it increases it reduces the cast time of your healing wave by a percentage. It varies in PvP on these percentages, so you're just gonna kind of have to see what they are in PvP. I can't remember them off the top of my head right now, but it reduces the cast time on your healing wave, which is one of your bigger healing abilities, but it has a longer cast time and it has less than half the cost of mana versus healing surge. 44,000 mana versus like 20,000 mana. So, if you want to manage your mana a little bit better, use healing wave a little bit more when you have a charge of tidal waves. But if your target is really, really low on health, use healing surge, because it gets an extra 52% critical strike. Again, not the same in PvP. I want to say it's like 30% extra critical strike in PvP, but there are other totems and stuff that you can partner with that increases your critical strike chance. So, just, yeah, bear this in mind. Always try to remember this, manage this as best as you can. And it also plays a part with your resurgence, which your critical heals from healing wave, healing surge, riptide, and chain heal give you a percentage of your mana back. So very nice to crit often with healing surge, because that does give you the most mana back. It gives you 1% of your mana versus 0.6% and 0.25% of your mana back. So, very nice things. Other than that, you can generate stacks of tidal waves from Riptide, from Chain Heal. Where's that? There it is. You generate a stack of it from Chain Heal and Riptide, so you want to try to be spamming Chain Heal a lot and Riptide a lot. Which, with my build, you will be doing that just because it kind of fits. And for my build, this is what I use. A little bit of extra heal on Riptide, again. Kind of revolving a little bit more around Riptide. And Dolge, Chain Heal heals for an additional 20%. From English. Chain Heal heals for an additional 20% when targets are standing in your healing range, which is a nice little AoE heal. I'll throw it down over here so you guys can see a little better. It's a nice little AoE heal. When they're standing in that, they get an extra 20% healing from your Chain Heal, or if they're affected by your Riptide. Again, Riptide. All things are pointing towards using Riptide a lot. Try to use it a lot. This is your best friend right here. Other than that, you got other bonuses that you get from Riptide with Ancestral Vigor. Gives your target 10% extra health when you hit them with Riptide. And all your other heals, basically. So, kind of a nice little passive there. Other than that, some other things that help with Riptide. Rippling Waters gives you an extra charge of Riptide. And then some other things. Tidebringer, 50% reduced cast time on your Chain Heal every 8 seconds. Stacks up to 2 times. Very nice to have. Faster Chain Heals, because this is how long normal cast time is. Don't want to sit there for all that time. Much rather have a 1 second cast time rather than 2.15 second cast time. So just something to think about while you're healing. But yeah, that's really kind of it. Other than that, just manage those cooldowns. Something to think about is with your artifact weapon, at least. This is your next kind of big heal. Your teammates can walk out of this. I have tried to save people's lives, and if they would have just stood still for like half a second, they would have lived. But then they walked out of range and died, and I was like, oh well, that sucks. I'm gonna run now. So yeah, just something to think about. Other than that, some other things, Spirit Link Totem. Try to throw this down on like a cluster of melee or cluster of casters that are taking a lot of damage, because people can move out of this, even if it will save their lives. Like if this guy was running and I decide to throw this down because he has like some buddies here, well, he gets out of range and he doesn't benefit from Spirit Link. And if he doesn't see it and turns around to get in it to save his own skin, he's gonna die. So, something to think about. Try to use that wherever you can. Other than that, you got your next big kind of AoE heal. It's a Healing Tide Totem. Pretty big heal. You can solo heal people if you throw this down and then end up getting stunned or something like that. It'll keep your party alive. I won't say it will like keep them up to 100% health, but it will heal them for large numbers very often. So try to use that sparingly, more in team fights and when there's a lot of people dying around you. Some other things, try to keep at least one charge of Healing Stream Totem on cooldown. It is a nice little passive heal that you can just throw down. You can throw down 2 of them at once, and they'll both be healing people for, you know, a good little chunk of damage. So yeah, try to keep them on cooldown as much as possible. Other than that, really just keep Riptide on cooldown and use Chain Heal, and that's about it. There's nothing else to the Elemental or the Restoration Shaman. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one.